Okay.
Hi, my name is Sam, and I'm doing my topic on soccer. So to start things off, how many of you have played soccer or seen soccer on TV? So like most of us, right? Many of us can relate to the sport of soccer. Soccer has become a famous sport played by almost every nation in the world. My main claim is worldwide soccer has brought unity between people. My three supporting claims are soccer has lowered crime rates, soccer has unified countries, and soccer has brought people together. In my first supporting claim, soccer games are lowering crime rates. One of the greatest soccer tournaments in the world is called the World Cup. This national tournament happens every 4 years and is home to 209 nations. In Brazil, home to the highest number of annual murders, the World Cup tickets are offered at discounted prices to those who turn in their guns. An article called The Christian Science Monitor states, draft legislation in Brazil's Congress would give discounted 2014 World Cup Brazil tickets to those who voluntarily turn in their weapons. My second claim, soccer brings countries together. Chelsea FC star striker Didier Drogba, known for scoring the game-tying and game-winning goal in the UEFA Champions League final against Bayern Munich, is also known for his humanitarian efforts. The Last Word on Sports News Network states, weeks before the World Cup 2006 in Germany, his native Ivory Coast was in a state of upheaval as civil war spread throughout his homeland. Using his star power, Drogba announced that he would not compete in the tournament unless the fighting in his homeland would be stopped. The citizens of Ivory Coast responded to his request and put down their weapons. Quite literally, he had the star power to make a difference, and did just that, saving countless of lives along the way. We will never know how many generations in Côte d'Ivoire owe their lives to Didier Drogba. My third supporting claim is soccer brings people together. People may say that radical soccer fans cause disagreements and conflict. Despite which team you support, when someone's life is in danger, people come together to help one another. In the Capital One Cup, Bolton vs Tottenham, Fabrice Muamba suffers from a heart attack during the game, and the club medic from the other team, Tottenham, was the first to pitch to treat him. London Evening Standard News stated, the club medic sprinted onto the pitch at White Hart Lane after the 23-year-old collapsed and started cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Tottenham club doctor Shabazz Mughal quotes, I was watching the game and saw Fabrice collapse. It didn't look like, from my view, that there was anyone around him. No one had made contact. I immediately felt I had to get onto the pitch and grabbed our resuscitation bags and shouted across to the paramedics. In conclusion, worldwide soccer has brought people together by lowering crime rates and bringing unity between people and countries. Thank you.
All right, Sam, the claim is clearly stated, and you do identify your propositions, or the supporting points. That's pretty good. It's easy to follow. The proof on the individual claims is a little bit problematic. You have a piece of factual data that says people are going to get a discount for turning in their guns, but I didn't hear any statistics about the guns being turned in and crime going down, and this is still next year, so it seems like it's pretty speculative at this particular point. On the second point, I do think you've got an interesting example. I'm not not sure that it's unique to soccer. It matters because it is an influential person, somebody that folks respect, and maybe it is because they are unwilling to participate in the soccer that this goes on. By the way, you want to give us a source citation on that. I thought that was pretty good. Is that a typical kind of experience, though? Because it seems to me that every time I'm hearing something about soccer, it's rarely about how great people get along while playing soccer. It's usually about how fisticuffs are involved. The teams are in competition with each other. Their fans break out in street riots, and there's shootings on the pitch of referees who made a call that somebody doesn't like. So I'm glad that the one guy has enough influence in the Ivory Coast, but is that really endemic of soccer in general, or is it just a unique situation in the Ivory Coast? And on the third point, it's basically, I don't know, it's about a doctor who went to the aid of somebody, and is that really because it was soccer and they said, oh, I saw a soccer player down on the field, or is it because they're a doctor and they said somebody is sick and down on the field, there's a problem here, we got to do something about it? The notion that it's soccer based, I think, is a little iffy on that. I think you do a nice job speaking to the audience, and you're sincere in your expression on these particular points. I just think that you're making some awfully broad generalizations with some very sketchy evidence. All right, thank you.